If you're looking for something with raw energy and a catchy guitar riff, well, the song on today's review is for you. So let's get into it. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name, as always, is Jamie C, and today we have a review video for you, and we are looking at a single from a band that has versatility and pure talent. And honestly, they were a band that I thought firmly sat in the soft rock and indie rock category, occasionally bringing in some gritty blues into their music. Well, this single proves that I am completely wrong, as this band has experimented with some rock and roll and even with a hint of punk rock in the single. And the single, of course, we are talking about is Lockdown, and this comes from the band Say Yes, Do Nothing. Now, this single is very different from the last one we reviewed, which was Hum of the Hidden Machine, which is a very somber song, a very sobering song about reflecting on the importance of your decisions and their consequences, but also accepting that sometimes we cannot control the consequences of our actions and we have to accept them. Lockdown is nothing like this. This is a feel-good song. There's so much energy, and we think this will have you dancing and going crazy in no time. Now, we played a little bit at the start of this video, and I think it's only fair we play a little bit more so you understand what I mean. Now, that is taken from the very start of the song, and I think we can all agree there's lots of energy, there's lots of intensity, and there's certainly a high tempo created in the very first few seconds, and that is transposed across the entire track all the way to the 2-minute and 39-second mark. Now, you may be thinking, well, that's quite short for a song, and to be honest, it is, but it works perfectly for this number. Say Yes, Do Nothing are not trying to take you on a lyrical journey here. They're trying to give you some energy, some rock that you're just going to get lost in. And the thing is, a song like this doesn't want to be really long because you're going to lose the intensity eventually. I've done many recordings that I've had maybe a 3.5-minute song, and it's really built up at the start, and you're like, the intensity is great, and by the time you get to 3 minutes, the intensity is gone. So it is important, if you're going to build a song like this, you keep it short because you want the listener to go at the end of the song, my God, that was amazing, I want more of that, or I need to listen to it again. Don't want them to be sit there going, well, it was good, but I'm a bit bored of it now. And I definitely don't feel like that when I listen to this song. I think I get to 2 minutes 39, I'm just like, oh my God, that was awesome. I want to listen to that again. And the thing is, a song like this, I think, can be transposed perfectly into a live environment to help build up a show. So say you play something a bit more somber, like Hum of the Hidden Machine, and then you play this, the whole feeling of the room is going to be uplifted, it's going to be great, and it's just going to sound fantastic. And this is also an example of why production value is so important when you're making your songs, because I can hear this being played in a live stadium or wherever you're going to listen to this music, and it's going to sound awesome. But the thing is, I can hear and I can feel the energy coming through the recording too. And it just demonstrates that if you can get good production value, which is going to make the song sound exactly like you want it to, it is 100% worth investing the money and investing the time. Now, we said this song has intensity and energy, and we think it'd be quite fun to break it down. How Say Yes, Do Nothing, Do This. So let's have a look.
Last night I saw the doctor.
Now, you will have heard from the samples that we have played that the guitar is a real key element in this song. It is one of the driving forces that takes you from point A to point B. The riff that you hear at the very start of the song is played throughout the song's entirety, and as I said, it really is the driving force. It's such a catchy riff, it keeps the tempo high, and it just pulls you in. Now, embodied underneath this, there's some really powerful chords that help drive the chorus forward, and there is also some resonating notes in the verse for when David Eastman, who is the frontman of Say Yes, Do Nothing, he sings, and that resonating chord sits beautifully under his vocals until the next riff comes in, bringing a new dose of energy. Now, the guitars would obviously be nothing without the bass line underneath, but both the bass and the guitar have this grudgy, gritty distortion, which really reminds you of kind of 80s rock and roll riffs. And that familiarity probably pulls you into the song, but for us, it just sounds great, and I'm sure you will agree. Now, sitting underneath the guitars and the bass and David Easterman's vocals are the drums, and we think these are absolutely pivotal to this song's success. There are a variety of different drum fills used, there is a variety of different timing used, and it's absolutely great. So what we're going to do is we're going to analyze this with some samples so you can hear what we mean. Now, the start of this song is created by the drums. The drum roll sets the tempo, it sets the noise floor, the guitar then builds onto it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play the riffs without the drums and then with the drums, and you'll see the impact the drums give to the whole feeling of the song. And now with the drums. And I can hear some of you saying, well, Jamie, of course that changes the whole tempo of a song. It's drums, that's what they're designed to do. But the point I'm trying to make here is the drums just lift the whole character of this song. They change the dynamic, they bring the tempo, they bring the energy. And, you know, the riff is great. The riff brings a lot of energy, but without those drums, you are really missing something. And the other thing I really want to illustrate is the drum fills in this are absolutely excellent. They sit perfectly underneath the riff, and they are really, in my opinion, the ultimate driving force in this song. They create the energy, they create the room, and yes, I know I said the guitars are the driving force, but that is the thing that a lot of people will associate with. That is the thing that a lot of people are going to get hooked on, but you cannot forget that the drums are pushing everything from the back of the stage, I guess, all the way to the front of the stage, picking up the guitars on the way and helping create the energy. And this is particularly evident in the chorus because you just have the chorus, there's no riff, and the drums are really that driving force, keeping that intensity alive during the chorus until that riff comes back in again. Now, one of our favorite parts of this entire song is the breakdown. And that is because not only do the guitars play an absolutely amazing part in creating this dynamic feel, but the drums are all over the place as well. It's just a brilliant breakdown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the entire breakdown for you, and I'm pretty sure YouTube's algorithms are going to go a bit crazy with copyright claims, but I don't mind about that because this is my favorite part of the song, and it also illustrates why the drums are so important and how the guitars change in this part of the song while ensuring the intensity remains but giving a different feel and allowing that energy to build up again before the next big riff hits your ears. So let's have a listen. Obviously, you can hear a lot of things going on there, but the first thing I want to point out is the drums, because while you have the hi-hats going on in the background, keeping the tempo and the energy, which is super important, you also have the occasional hit of the kick drum, the occasional hit of the tom, and as the breakdown goes on, these hits get faster, these hits get more frequent, and that helps build the energy while the guitars are doing their nice melodies, and it's just super, super awesome. Now, another thing to point out in that little breakdown is the riff. The riff is still there, but it's almost taken a little bit aback. It's a bit more in a vacuum. You can hear it a little bit more clearer. I guess the distortion is probably turned down a bit. It's not as heavy, but that's great because that keeps the whole vibe going. And then some beautiful high notes come in on the guitar. They may be harmonics of the riff, but they're a beautiful melody, and they just sit there. They resonate. You enjoy them. And that is the perfect way to do a breakdown, guys. You bring the drums down, you make the tempo a little bit lower, while keeping little things like the hi-hat ticking over in the background so the energy is still there. You then start to build up the drums with more frequent hits, the chords starts coming, get a bit more distortion, and you build up that whole energy, a bit more noise, making a bit more closer to a cacophony of sounds. And then you bring us back into the song, the riff hits again, and we are lost in the music once more. Now, you guys can probably tell I really enjoyed the riffs in this song, I really enjoyed the drums, and just the general feeling, but I do want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments. Maybe there's some element of the song that I've not addressed which you thought was awesome, so please let me know about that too. Now, there was one more thing I wanted to address in this music video before we wrapped up, and that was the subject matter of this song. Now, there's a lot of songs that discuss very emotive and personal feelings and thoughts, and there's obviously a place for them in the music industry. Things like Hum from the Hidden Machine are there so people can reflect and think about certain elements and aspects of their life. Now, I didn't really get that from this song. I think this song was a bit more of a kind of a self-righteous thing. It was more about, you've got these things around you that some people may disapprove of, some people may not like, but you got to use them because it gives you what you want, and you got to think about what you need and what you want, and you do that in life irrespective of what other people think. I think that's the message from this song. It is called Lockdown, but I don't think it particularly pertains to the lockdown of 2020 because of coronavirus. I think the idea of the lockdown is being trapped in what you have, and you need to use what you have to get what you need. I'm pretty sure that's what this song is trying to say. It's a little ambiguous, but that is also a good thing. It means it's open to interpretation, and it also means there's probably a deeper meaning behind this, which is always good for songs. But on the face of it, it's a good song, it's got a great vibe, and maybe the ambiguity would allow people like me to analyze it a little bit more. But for your average viewer, they're probably going to just look at it, listen to it, and go, nah, it's pretty good, I enjoy it, the meaning could be this, but I'm just really into the music. Now, for all you people who like to analyze songs, I've got a bit of a conundrum for you, and it is embedded right at the start of this song. And in the lyrics, it says, "Last night I saw the doctor, he said he's feeling fine." Now, I'm not quite sure what David Easterman is getting at here, but I love that it's a paradigm shift. It's a complete paradox, because normally you go to the doctor to make sure you're feeling fine, but for some reason we are going to the doctor to make sure he's feeling fine. Obviously, if you listen to the lyrics a bit more, there's a bit of an answer there, but I would love to know how you think this ties in with the message and what you actually think the overall message of this song is. It'd be really interesting to see your opinions. Hit us up in the comments. And David Easterman, if you want to even let us know what it means, that would be amazing. You hit us up in the comments as well, or maybe just keep your ambiguity, because it's always fun to overanalyze things that don't need overanalyzing. And there you go, guys. That is our review video for today. Please go and check out Lockdown by Say Yes, Do Nothing. The link to the song is in the description of this video. There is also a description to the website of Say Yes, Do Nothing. They are a 4-piece band from London who fuse blues, country, and a bit of gritty rock and a bit of rock and roll as well. Did we miss anything in our review today, or do you have any thoughts and comments that are different from ours? We'd love to hear from you, so let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, then give it a thumbs down, and let us know in the comments how we can improve our future content. If you like review videos and tech tips, then please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Remember, you can follow Elevate at Elevate Reviews on Twitter. You can follow Advosound at Advosound on Twitter. And you can follow myself, Jamie C, on Twitter at WH Music Show, where I curate a whole load of independent-led music content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and I hope you have a great day, whatever you end up doing. And until the next one, peace.